Having analyzed the concept of winning, I can now shed more light on the concepts of winning arguments and winning debates. We are back where we were at the start of the introduction, at my attempt to explain the meaning of the title, Winning Arguments. In the first 3 paragraphs of the introduction, I distinguished between 2 senses of winning arguments, corresponding to 2 senses of argument, i.e., argument in the sense of debate, and argument in the sense of a series of statements designed to provide reason to believe some conclusion. I refer to the former as debates, and the latter as arguments. Thus, we have 2 concepts stated by the title, both of which we need to analyze, the concept of winning arguments and the concept of winning debates. A winning argument, I presumed, means essentially a persuasive argument. But a deeper conceptual analysis of the phrase remains to be done. Winning debates refers to the activity of winning in debates. Let's start by digging deeper into the concept of winning debates. The phrase winning debates presupposes that debates are a kind of game or game-like activity. Are they? Well, are debates like games? Let's ask some more questions that shed light on that. Recall I defined debates to be exchanges of communication where participants discuss with each other the merits and demerits of some claims that they are mutually interested in and believe themselves to disagree about, or are uncertain about. Are debates competitive? Typically so, as participants compete to persuade other participants of their point of view. Are debates cooperative? Yes, in the sense that to engage in a coherent debate, participants need to understand each other's statements and respond with relevant, appropriate statements. Do debates follow rules? As I have noted before, participants in a debate are usually free to say whatever they want. As such, there are no descriptive rules about the speech of participants that all debates can be observed to follow. Similarly, there is no rule-making authority with the power to enforce prescriptive rules applying to all debates. In short, there are no rules that all debates follow, nor do I have any reason to expect that in the future there will be such rules. Debates can, however, be observed to follow rules. For example, the speech within debates generally follows rules of grammar and so forth. Other rules of interest applying to debates include rules of logic, rules of politeness and common decency, and other norms governing linguistic communication, such as Grace's conversational maxims. As I have already observed, none of these rules are always followed in debates. However, they are often followed. Perhaps more interestingly, following these rules, along with various other widely accepted rules of language use in debate, tends to help one win debates. Why this is the case, and what it means to win debates, are questions that I haven't fully addressed in this text, and I would say that we haven't fully addressed as a species. But debates are evidently fairly game-like, and this renders palatable the usage of the phrase winning debates. What is it to win a debate? I have said that to win is to achieve a purpose one has in a game or game-like activity. Therefore, one can be said to win a debate if one achieves a purpose one has in it. People can have many different purposes in a debate. Here are some examples of purposes that people can have in speaking in debates. To persuade others of a certain point of view on a topic. To determine the truth about a topic. To be included in the social group having the debate. To impress others with one's intelligence and rhetorical skill, and thereby increase one's social status. To blow off steam. To humiliate one's debate opponents. Here are some examples of purposes that people can have in listening to debates. To learn about the topic and/or form one's opinion on it. To learn about the participants in the debate. To be included in the social group having the debate. To be entertained. Debates can have a variety of different structures. The most common structure might be the 2 fixed opposed sides debate, which has the following characteristics. 2 positions are being debated. The two positions are believed by the participants to be incompatible with each other, meaning that one cannot coherently hold both positions at the same time. In a common special case, the two positions hold that a certain proposition is true or is false, respectively. The positions being debated do not change throughout the course of the debate. The side that each speaking participant is arguing for does not change throughout the course of the debate. So those are the features of a two fixed opposed sides debate, as I define it. Another structure, which contrasts in interesting ways with the two fixed opposed sides debate, is the truth-seeking debate, which has the following characteristics. An open-ended set of positions are being debated. Participants do not have any fixed outcome in mind for the debate, and are prepared to change their minds as a result of the debate. Participants may change their positions at any time, and as many times as they choose. Participants may refrain from holding a position. There are, of course, going to be debates which fit neither of these descriptions. However, these two forms of debates seem to be some of the most common and workable debate structures. I think most debates can be placed on a spectrum between two fixed opposed sides and truth-seeking. However, not all debates fall anywhere on that spectrum. For example, there can be three fixed opposed sides debates, and debates with a higher number of fixed opposed sides. And you could also have debates where, one person is trying to seek the truth, another person is trying to establish dominance of their position, right? Sort of various combinations of these things is another possibility I can think of. The two primary debate structures I have outlined have substantially different conditions for winning because they have substantially different purposes. In the two fixed opposed sides debate, generally the participants share the assumption that exactly one of the two positions is correct, and the condition for winning, as understood by the debate participants, is typically more or less to establish to the satisfaction of the observers of the debate that one's own side has the more persuasive arguments in its favor. The purpose of a two fixed opposed sides debate is usually to establish dominance of one of the two positions over the other. In a truth-seeking debate, the purpose, and therefore the conditions for winning, are quite different. The purpose is not to establish dominance of one position over another. Usually, the purpose is to arrive at a consensus that a certain position represents the truth on the topic of interest. If every participant's principal purpose was to reach such consensus, then when consensus is achieved, we can say that everybody has won, because everybody has achieved their principal purpose. On the other hand, if consensus is not reached, then we would probably say nobody has won, because nobody has achieved their principal purpose. In short, the goal of a truth-seeking debate is consensus rather than dominance, and in a truth-seeking debate, everybody wins or doesn't win together, rather than one side winning and another losing. The foregoing comments give us some idea of what it means to win debates. There are many different kinds of debates where different kinds of winning are possible, but we have at least a basic grip on that diversity at this point. Now we have fulfilled one of the first objectives I said in the introduction, which was to explain the phrase winning debates. Accomplishing the purposes one has in a debate generally entails persuading others of a point of view, and/or exchanging ideas in a way which appears to move oneself and/or others closer to the truth. Arguments, certainly, are great not only as tools to persuade others of a preconceived point of view, but also, and even more so, as tools to explore conceptual space, acting as guides to move us forward towards the truth. Speaking practically, I would say that the following two rules are the most important rules of winning debates. 1. Be right. There is little it's better to have on your side in a debate than the truth. The most important rule for winning debates is to avoid getting into debates that you are going to lose in the first place. If you'd like to build a reputation as somebody who speaks the truth, you should think before you speak and not get into debates that you are going to lose. If you're just learning to win debates, that's basically the opposite of what you should do. If you're just learning to win debates, you would do well to be willing to get into any debate, defend any position, and not worry too much about being wrong. When you're learning to debate, just take advantage of opportunities to practice. Skilled debaters still need to practice to stay skilled. However, skilled debaters probably have a highly developed skill of playing out debates in their head, and the amount of time they need to spend debating with others is likely to be reduced by their ability to practice and extrapolate hypothetical debate lines in their head. Most people probably have debates in their head. However, inexperienced debaters probably won't be able to anticipate the arguments that would be leveled against their positions in a real debate. If you're going to debate people in a fixed opposed sides format, then you should make sure that your side is the one that is correct, and then you've taken the first step towards winning. If you're going to engage in a truth-seeking debate, just make sure that's also the purpose of your debate partners, and you don't need to worry about losing. 2. Prepare. Many forms of preparation are required to be an impressive debater on a topic. One needs general facility with language and the techniques of debate. One needs background knowledge on the subject matter of debate. One needs a thorough knowledge of the various arguments for and against the position one wants to argue for. And it should be the case that, taken all together, those arguments favor one's own position. This will always be a matter of judgment, and in many cases the best one can hope for is that the arguments will favor one's position in most people's judgment. Even if you are well prepared, in a debate your debate partners will likely bring up arguments you didn't think of, and these arguments may create big problems for the view you entered the debate with. Hold great respect for what your debate partner knows that you don't know, because you don't know what they know. We are usually overconfident that our current views are correct. When we notice our own overconfidence in our beliefs, we can overcorrect and end up with underconfidence in what we know. Training away our overconfidence in our beliefs and finding a balanced degree of confidence in each belief that we hold is the work of a lifetime. Learning to quickly perform balancing of our confidence levels on the basis of a given information set is an important aspect of debate preparation.